Hello everyone and welcome back to this episode of the Better World News segment. It is Friday, February 26th, episode 7, and we're going to get right into it. Fly all the way to Baltimore, where we are featuring a college dropout that is pledging $20 million to the college that he dropped out from, and that is Calvin Tyler Jr. And he, unfortunately in 1961 didn't have the financial funding to be able to finish his university, and so he started out working as a UPS truck driver, and eventually he climbed the ladder and he got to be the senior vice president of U.S. operations. And that's incredible because it goes to show you that, his hard work, he wanted it. He wanted to be at the university, but unfortunately, due to unfortunate circumstances, he was unable to finish his degree. But he worked his way up, and now he and along with his wife, Tina Tyler, who also is working in real estate and made a good name, a good fortune for herself, are pledging $20 million to Morgan State University for black students. It's a historically black college for black students really to have that financial backing. Because it's so hard. College is so expensive to go to school and get a degree, and then if you're floundering in debt, and many of you maybe listening to this are actually in debt from being in college, or you're finishing college right now, and it's really a difficult thing, especially for first-generation students. It cripples a lot of what you are able to do. It stifles entrepreneurship abilities. If you have $80,000 to $100,000 in debt, you're probably not going to start a world-changing organization. You're going to want to get a job in finances or something. And it's not to say those jobs aren't extremely important, but being in debt hinders and limits your opportunities to create change because you have to owe the system something for the knowledge that you gained. And it's a really weird thing. And so one of the things that he really wants to touch on, and something important to him, is a lot of scholarships. It requires 3.5 GPA, 3.8, and he's actually making it available to those who get 2.5 GPAs. And you're probably wondering, well, so why is this student who's not working hard in high school going to have the opportunity to potentially get, a large scholarship to attend Morgan State University? And because of a plethora of reasons. Oftentimes it's difficult. Some of these high school students, obviously are coming from difficult circumstances and situations, and maybe they have to work, part-time, 25, 40 out, maybe even full-time when they're in high school just to get by and help their families. How are you supposed to get good grades when you're working all the time and and even if you're listening and you are someone that worked, maybe it was almost full time in high school to pay the rent, and you're like, I did this thing. But that's not the point. The point is we have to give people access to capital, access to opportunity to create their dreams, to change the world, right? And so that's one of the reasons I wanted to feature this story. Is Calvin Tyler Jr. is an incredibly inspiring person, along with his wife, Tina Tyler, to, be able to pledge $20 million. That's incredible. And that's his change agent story. We all have a change agent story within us. And it can come from climbing the ladder at UPS to being in real estate. Like a lot of times, we want to be able to, work in these nonprofit spaces and have our impact be every day. But he had kind of a long-term vision, and he's now 78 years old. And so with that, he's leaving his legacy, and he worked hard. So, hats off to Calvin, hats off to Tina. Thank you for the work you're doing, celebrating Black success, because it is Black History Month. And so with that, that is the end of our episode. But wait, don't go yet. We got an update for you. First off, happy birthday shout out to our amazing network extraordinaire, Maddie Resnick. It was her birthday on Wednesday, so it's a few days ago. So it's a happy belated, and my sister, Jennifer Tato, because, it's important to give out that family love. And also, a Better World Challenge update. We are going to pause content production on the podcast side of things for March to really strategize and figure out how we are going to activate 1 million change agents by 2025 and create an experience for you all that you're going to, that's going to be remarkable. So tune in April. We're going to be sending out surveys. I'm going to be getting on phone calls, Zooms, and getting to know, what do you all want? What do you need to be a change agent and change this world. So thank you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and much love.